guys, Miss Jackson here. I still miss you very much, and I love you very much. And I just want to thank you. You know why? Because during this time of being stuck at home when we can't go to school and we can't go to other places, I would just maybe stay in my pajamas all day long if it weren't for you guys. I get up and I get dressed and I brush my hair and I brush my teeth. Are you guys brushing your hair and brushing your teeth? Are you getting dressed? I don't do a really good job of it because I've never been real good at this, but I also make my bed. Do you make your bed? I am very curious to know. What are you doing with your day? When my kids were little, we homeschooled. So we were home all day, every day, except when we went to our homeschool co-op and learned drama, or when we went and learned how to draw, or when we went to the library. We did that all the time. Or when we went to visit Grandma and Grandpa. There were all sorts of places that we went when we homeschooled. And I know now, maybe you are a homeschooler and you are stuck at home too. It's kind of hard for all of us. Anyways, back to what I was saying. When my kids were small, what they would do is they would listen to books on audio. And they would just listen to these books and they would play Legos, or they would color pictures, or they would create art projects. My oldest son, Quinn, you know him, he performed with me the other day. He did Henry and The Hole in the Bucket, right? He liked to take pipe cleaners and make them into big monsters and people and stuff. I'll see if he has any of those to show you. So that is an idea of something to do. They really liked The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And they really liked Percy Jackson. Have you listened to those stories? And they loved Miss Piggle-Wiggle. And I like to pretend that I am Miss Piggle-Wiggle. I just don't have gray hair yet. And they also liked, there was a supernatural one that had ghosts and stuff. But I'll have to ask them. Anyway, are any of you listening to audiobooks during this time of being home? These are things I'm curious about, so please let me know. Tell your mommy to tell me, okay? All right, today we're going to be reading this book, Aha! And the reason I chose this book is because it's a fabulous theater activity. I want to know, what do you think is the most important thing that an actor do or be able to do on a stage to be a good actor? What do you think it is? If somebody's up on the stage and they're being really wonderful, what is it that they know? What have they done? I'm curious, did any of you say memorize their lines? That's the hard one. Memorizing lines is very difficult for me. It is important. It's an important thing on stage, but it is not, I don't think, the most important thing. Because this book, I'm going to show you, has 2 words. The entire book through, it has 2 words, ah and ha. Sometimes they switch it up a little bit, but we only have an A and an H. That's all we have to work with. So it's not much of lines, no, but it tells a whole story. How does it tell the whole story? Make sure I ask you that at the end because I want to know your answer. Okay, Aha by Jeff Mack. Please read this with me. Even if you don't know how to read, I bet you can figure it out. He's just floating along. Look how cute he is. I love frogs. I love frogs so much. Oh. Aha! There's a doggy. And there is a child's feet and hands and a jar but the froggy doesn't see it. Ah! The doggy says, aha! Oh, poor froggy. It looks really scared. You know, you should never hold a froggy in your hand because the oils on our hands or anything that's on our hands really can go into their skin. Their skin is very porous, which means open, and you can just suck in whatever was on your hands. So you shouldn't really hold a frog, which is hard because I love frogs. And when I was a little girl, my favorite thing in the world was when somebody would catch me a frog. But it's better just to look at them. Okay? Look, he got out. Ah! He's falling and he's scared of the dog, I think. But look, he got away. Aha! Uh-oh, that wasn't a rock. That was a turtle shell. Aha! That turtle's a snapping turtle and he's going to eat the frog. Ah! I hope you're reading this with me and I'm not just screaming in my bedroom all alone. Oh, look, he got away. Aha! That wasn't a log, guys. It was a crocodile. I gotta tell you, crocodiles are my most scary thing. I do not like alligators and crocodiles. Aha. Oh no, look at the big mouth. Ah! Are you saying it with me? Aha! Oh, look, it goes this way. It's a flamingo. I love flamingos. They're so beautiful. Uh-oh, but this flamingo looks like it might want to eat the froggy. There's a lot of things that want to eat froggies, huh? Aha! Oh, it's still this way. Oh, no. Look what happened. He got away. Ah! And she bit herself. Ah! Two different kinds of ah, huh? A happy, excited ah, and an ouchie ah. Okay, now I can turn it back. Oh, look. The froggy went back into the jar, and the crocodile and the turtle and the flamingo are all looking, and they go, aha, aha, aha. But the child caught it. Aha! And they're all watching. Look how sad they look. And the little froggy's like, aha! Right? And then the jar top fell off. Aha! And one more time. Ah! Isn't that a delightful book? I love this book so much. It was just one that I found like at a library book sale, and I grabbed it up, and I didn't know I was going to like it so much, and every student that I've read it to seems to have enjoyed it. All right, so my question was, what do you think is the most important thing when you're acting on stage? And we wondered if maybe it was memorizing lines, which is important. But I think these lines were pretty simple. And I don't know how important they were. They were just a sound, an A and an H put together. But when you say them with expression, so your face and your voice shows whether you're happy or scared or excited, I think maybe that's the most important thing. So I want you to think about that today when you're telling yourself a story or singing a song or reading a book. That, can you do it with expression? Maybe you're telling your mommy or your sister or your daddy some story. Try to make your face show it. Instead of just going, just make it, look angry or scared or sad or excited. And then make your voice say that too. And we'll talk more about this because, you know, I'm a theater teacher. I love you and I miss you, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And don't forget to tell me all of this stuff I told you to tell me. Oh, I remember what it was now. What are you doing with your days? Yes. Are you getting out of your pajamas and getting into clean clothes? I don't know. Pajamas are kind of good. Then your mom doesn't have to do laundry. I'm divided on this one. But I do thank you for giving me a reason to brush my hair and brush my teeth. And you probably should brush your teeth every day, at least twice, maybe 3 times. And don't forget to wash your hands. 20 seconds, and you sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ms. Jackson. You are singing it to me, right? Yes, I hope so. Okay, have a beautiful rest of the day, like I already said. Love you.